getting like too weird already. It's not believable. Like, you know when I really lost it was when they're having that baseball scene at the car dealership.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that whole scene just got like really weird, you know, like he throws it and it just, like the guy's gonna be like taking a swing from 10 feet away without a helmet on, and he gets hit and then his eye pops out, you know, and I'm like, this is getting weird. And then like everybody's just like standing around, you know, like he could seriously hit like a line drive and hit somebody, and they're all like jumping around, and I was just like, you know what, this is just like bizarre.
But did you feel any kinship with the protagonist?
No, I couldn't stand that guy. He's the biggest ass. Makes you look like a nice guy. And he was supposed to be John Rocker, which I thought was a little bit over the top because I didn't think it was fair to John Rocker. I imagine that John Rocker would want to sue them for portraying him to be a dick. You know, he's like a sports analyst on some TV network down there. And you know, it makes him look like a dick. And I'm sure he's not like that. You know, the only comparison is that the guy, you know, said some crazy racist stuff one time or two times, you know.
But he was like, he was outspoken like you are. He was like focused on his career. He was like, hates kids.
Oh, right. You were seeing me and him.
I was seeing you. I was seeing you.
Ah, that's funny.
But
you saw me and him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go to, like, you know, what grade school was that? Was that like elementary school?
Yeah. You're gonna like
high school,
go to yeshiva. And, yeah,
like, you know, like, I'm gonna be the teacher. Like, shut up.
Yeah. You know, basically, hate kids. Don't bother me.
Don't bother me.
You know, working on my career, I got this. You know, I'm gonna be in an Oscar-nominated movie. You know, I'm just filling time till I get that Oscar movie. And can I borrow $500? And okay, you want to be my friend? Well, you can drive me around because that's what assistants do. And
hey, wait a minute! Didn't I drive you to the hospital?
Yeah. But
okay.
But I could just see that. I mean, it's like, oh, you know, I'll do a signing at a car dealership, you know, but I charge $5,000. I'll give you $200. Well, okay. But then you go there and it's like, I'm not going to like get dressed in this, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do all this for $200. Forget it. You know, I'm out of here.
So you saw me and him.
Yeah. I thought I was watching the Rabbi Rab show. Like, what would happen if you hadn't converted, if you hadn't been a frum Jew? Like if you could have a fastball, you know, and you weren't Orthodox Jew, that's
what I would end up.
Yeah.
And I would just like be like you know, like a loose cannon with the microphone. And just you know say, you know, fuck all these fucking.
Yeah.
Jew. We're going to go to. I'm being sent to Jew York.
Yeah.
You know, look out for all the Schwarzers on the subway. But I think that's more you. That part's more you. You know. It's
so
like,
do you think I'm more like the protagonist, or do you think you're more like the protagonist?
I think the part about, you know, just being outspoken and letting it fly with, you know, obnoxious racism is more your forte.
But overall, the protagonist, who's closer to the protagonist, you or me?
I have my moments. I have my moment. I'll let the viewers decide. I don't know on that one because obviously I'm biased because I'm one of the two people. What do you guys all think?
I don't know if they've even seen it, but maybe we'll just put it on Facebook and let people.
Lucas the Moore says Bridget.
Okay.
Bridget says you're more. And you guys can start, you know, shooting back the feedback. Who's the bigger protagonist, Levi or me?
So East Side and Down, right? That's the name of it.
East Side and Down.
East Side and Down. Okay, I'm done. If you want to talk your Pasha notes.
Okay, let's. You also had something you wanted to discuss. I want to discuss King Solomon, but before we get to that, we already did all these three. You wanted to talk about that.
Oh yeah, the guy.
House.
Yeah. So there's this guy Schnorrer. He comes around Chabad in Santa Monica, and he comes around another shul on La Brea, you know, asking for tzedakah. And so many of these guys who come around asking for tzedakah go to the shul, you know, when you're davening, you know, asking for tzedakah. So many of them are obnoxious. Does not surprise me at all that the guy who planted a bomb next to the Chabad house in Santa Monica was a guy who schnorred there, you know, would come in and ask for money. So many of those guys are obnoxious. They're like verbally abusive, just total schmendrick. So it didn't surprise me at all that this guy, you know, would come around. So I find that unless I know a person, I don't give. So I think when someone asks you for money, unless you know the person or know about them or have some reason to know their situation, 99% of the time you're only doing more, you're rewarding bad behavior, and you're only contributing to more dysfunction in the world or more bad in the world than good when you give to people who you don't know, if you just like give them randomly charity when they ask for it.
That's really called hardening your heart, if you ask me.
I believe in like giving to institutions, like institutions that want to feed the homeless and help the homeless, and I believe in giving to institutions, people who are like professionals at it and do it well, and then they can choose, you know, how to allocate resources. But I don't believe into just giving indiscriminately to people you don't know, because 99% of the time, people who don't know you and ask for money, it's bad to reward that behavior.
99% of the time. You have any statistics to back
That's
that
just
up?
my sense.
You just
Just
talked out of your ass, is basically.
That's just the wisdom that I've gained from 44 years of living and from being a Torah sage.
Okay. By the way, whoops, sorry. I didn't know you were there. Greg says that we both borrow aspects. We both borrow aspects from John Rocker character in that show.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, like they're trying to figure out who's who, you know. It's like he says we both fit. Now here's the thing, right? I don't agree with your 99%, but I will say this. If you know somebody and they're poor.
That's different.
Okay, so you would give to me if you had money right now.
I would see that you got work. Like I think.
Oh, that's okay. The Rambam talks about that.
I would see to it that you got work. Like.
Now you've been pretty good about that. You'll send me leads.
Like yeah, I send you leads. Like that's how I would help.
Okay.
Or I'd even give you work. I'd say okay.
I can drive you around and be your bitch.
No, I say I'll pay you to do this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So you know, I'll be honest too. A lot of these people here on Pico Robertson area, I see them every day. I won't give them money.
Right.
And it's because two things, like you said. I don't know where the money is going to be used for. I don't know who these people are, right? Like maybe you know, it's like I usually have a rule that I will give you money, but I don't really have any money to give anybody. I don't have an income. I'm one of these people. Right. But you know, it's like I don't know. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But once they start harassing me, we're done.
Exactly.
We're closed for business. And every single one of those people who are like there every day have at some point in time harassed me. And that's like, you know, if you harass me, you can go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, and this black man came up to me in the laundromat yesterday, this crazy black man, and he just would not stop. I told him no. And he finally says, do you believe in God? He says, do you believe in heaven and hell? And it's because I wear a kippah and my tzitzit out, they see that Orthodox Jews, you know, are a soft touch, that we're religiously and divinely obliged to help people who are in need, and so they glomp onto us and just try to like guilt us or to, you know, shake us down for money.
Yeah, you know, anybody that does a little shakedown up there, I don't care if they're Jewish, I don't care if they're from, I don't care what.
Right.
If they're shaking me down and they're harassing me and they won't go away, you're not going to get a dime from me ever. And this happened to me. Like I was one time coming out of Schwartz Bakery. You know where that is, right? And I was at Schwartz Bakery, and this woman was like, she was like, "Can you give me money?" Right? And she asks me every day that she sees me, because she's like, you know, cruising the street all the time. And I'm like, you know, I sorry, I can't. And she said, no, don't say sorry you can't. Sorry you won't. Because if you could, you still wouldn't give to me. And I'm saying, you know what? Lady, spare me the fucking lecture. Right? You know, I don't need the fucking lecture right now. You know what I mean? I don't know how to get away from you. You basically, what you do is illegal. Because you're not, according to the city of Los Angeles, you're not allowed to panhandle and harass people on the street. Right? So that's number one. Number two is, at this point, I could say you're stalking me. Because you've come to me several times. I've said no. I don't want to see you anymore. You know, I don't want you talking to me. Do I have to get a restraining fucking order against, you know, like the bag lady? You know, does the bag lady need a restraining order? You know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's obvious. I'm never going to give you money. Right? So don't ask me. And if you're going to ask me and I say no, then don't lecture me. And if you're going to lecture me, then go fuck yourself with your bag.